Hello, welcome to our series on helping to navigate some of the things that we have here, specifically these different tiles that you see inside your portal account. Today we're going to talk about GDrive. So GDrive is where you can really track all your business activity of everything that you're doing in terms of business that you're writing, incentives that you're earning, the dynamic business blueprint, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on here. As I click on GDrive, just so you know, I've got my personal account pulled up so that it looks like what one of yours would look like rather than my employee account. So my personal account, I'm not doing any personal production right now, so it's not going to show anything on here. But as you go in here, the GDrive is where you can really track all of your things, all of your business. The very first box and graph here that you see is your adjusted GIB business. And on here, you're going to see a graph. It's going to show business, and it's just tracking where you're at currently year to date, how that compares against years prior. One of the really valuable things here is you can click in here and you can click View Business Reports. And now you can see all the different business that you've ever done here. So you can go in and you can choose any different policy, whether it's life insurance or annuity that you've written. It shows who it's for, it shows when it happened, what the carrier, the premium, adjusted premium, who wrote it. If you have multiple agents in your office, you can see who wrote it. So that's one way to go about seeing some of your prior business and being able to track what different people in the office are doing. Going back out, obviously we have our leaderboards where on the leaderboards you can check your status through paid annuity, submitted annuity, paid life, submitted life. And then if you're doing anything on the AUM side of things, you can track your AUM growth with Gradient Investments. You can see GDC with Gradient Securities, our broker dealer. You can see what your year-to-date AUM is with Gradient Advisors. So that is our in-house RIA firm. And then lastly, total assets gathered. So that's life, annuities, and AUM. You roll down here to new business activity. One of the things that we do for you is we have a new business team that is tasked with following up on all of your cases that you submit on the insurance brokerage side. So every 3 to 5 business days, they're trying to follow up with carriers, making sure that transfer paperwork has gone out, making sure that things have passed through suitability and stuff isn't just sitting on a desk. And what they'll do is they will enter notes into this section where you can then track. So as you're looking through all the different policies that are sitting there pending, you can see notes from the new business team saying transfer paperwork went out on 8/15, currently awaiting funds. So they will track that activity in there. So that's great for you to be able to see stuff in there rather than you calling carriers or having your staff calling carriers. We want you to be doing money-making activities, not following up on these pieces. Let us do that. We've got people employed to do that. You'll see down here then industry news. So any carrier that you're appointed with, you're going to see any news that comes up on whether they have rate changes coming or product changes, things like that. So that will be loaded into industry news. And then we also do bi-weekly webinars. So between the insurance brokerage and the life brokerage, now I'm also with Gradient Advisors, so that shows up for me as well. But any of our webinars we record, you can pull them right from here, or you can click here to view more webinars, which gives you the complete list of webinars. Now let's jump over to some of the fun stuff and some of these incentives. So we've talked about different kinds of money that you can earn through the Dynamic Business Blueprint, and you can see that we track that here. So producer bucks, that is your money. We can cut a check to you at any point for that amount. And again, I always use the first word of whose money is that or where can you use it. So producer bucks is your money, the producer's money. Vendor bucks, we can use that for any third-party vendor as long as it is considered lead generating. So as you build that vendor bucks account, we can pay unpaid invoices for you and pull it directly from that account. And then Gradient bucks is money that you can use here. So any of our design services that cost money, whether you want to do new headshots, and about us videos, something that's not covered through Dynamic Business Blueprint or something above and beyond, you can go ahead and use Gradient Bucks for that. You can also then check your tracking for our annual event. So the Gradient Gala is our annual incentive trip, and that shows you exactly where you're at for the 2021 Gala, because current 2020 production is what we're doing for that. And then you can also see Gradient Summit. So Gradient Summit is the annual meeting that happens the first week in January, so you can track your production there. And then any payments that have been made to you. So if we've made any payments out for one reason or another, that'll track on here as well. So very quick overview, but just to kind of give you a heads up as to what GDrive does, what you can do on there, and everything on tracking your personal business. That is what that's all about. That is what we are looking to do with all those pieces. Any questions, please let Troy or myself know. We'd be happy to help you out. Thank you.